good morning, and win today. It's your girl Arena TL, your international content creator, your village champion, and your one and only girl child. We're still having tales of African homes, African parents, African neighborhoods, African, like growing up in African homes generally, okay? A tale of a village girl in Kampala. Today, what we are talking about, it is fresh, it is tasty, it is respectable, it is desirable, it is like up there. I mean, bread from Kampala. Bana gomugati gwe Kampala gwesigaliza ekitiibwa. Now, most of you will be like, okay, what's up with bread from Kampala? Is it a special brand of bread or no? Just all bread from Kampala. So, if you grew up in an African village, you would well know that if your parent had an errand to Kampala, at least coming back without bread from Kampala is like they didn't go to Kampala. Like, really, what did they go to do in Kampala if they didn't carry any bread from Kampala? Or if any visitor, any of your relatives came to Kampala, came to visit you from Kampala and they didn't carry bread from Kampala, like, why? Like, why? I think if we were in government as little kids, we would sue such people. As in, why would you come from Kampala and not bring bread from Kampala? And some of you will testify that when you came to Kampala for the first time, be it marriage, you were married in Kampala to someone from Kampala, or you came to Kampala to study, or you came to Kampala to work, your first days, months, or years, you entirely ate bread. You almost ate it breakfast, lunch, and supper. Or those working under bachelors are mainly survive on that on bread. I know there is that Tujana Madu, like we come with that desire from the village, that bread from Kampala. The day I go to Kampala, I'll buy my own bread. When I start working, I'll buy my bread and all that, you know. Omugati gwe Kampala gwesigaliza ekitiibwa. I'm telling you the truth. So, for me, I remember several times as a little kid, every time when my mom traveled to Kampala, there are three things I would look out for. First and foremost, bread from Kampala. Now, my mom was a bit, should I say classy or something? She used not to just bring bread from Kampala, wafers. Like everyone in our village didn't know wafers. And we are the only ones who knew wafers. Banana wafers. I hear what wafers. Like we knew those things. Chocolate. Like chocolate. Before our village shops started selling chocolates, for us, we knew chocolate. Hey, did you? For us, we knew chocolate. So we were just a class ahead of bread of Kampala. Like we knew wafers from Kampala, we knew chocolates from Kampala. Did you know Bonivita in your village? We knew drinking chocolate. As in, you guys. Hey. So I didn't come to tell you about those things, but I came to tell you just about the respect that the bread from Kampala has. I don't entirely mean the city Kampala, but any of you will testify if you're in Namibia, if you're in Zambia, if you're in Kenya, Nairobi. If they brought for you bread from Nairobi, it kind of tastes different, like different from the local bread you have in your villages, okay? So that is what bread in Kampala was like. It is very respectable till present day. There are some parents who will ask you, if you have come and have not brought me any bread, what did you come to do? All they mean is not just any bread. Like if you're from Kampala, why haven't you carried bread from Kampala? I said, I don't know, you guys, there's something I can't explain about this bread, but it is not usual bread, but it is usual bread. And then the most annoying part is when visitors visit from Kampala to the village. Now I'm telling you my story while a kid. In some villages in Uganda, when visitors come from Kampala, they carry that bread. They have gone with their children. These children eat this Kampala bread almost daily. Breakfast, somewhere there in the middle, evening tea, they are having bread. This bread from Kampala. And when they go to the village, they have come to visit, they have carried like 3 loaves of bread, 4 or 5, or even 1. In the morning, you, the village children, are served your normal breakfast, like leftover food. And still, the bread from Kampala is served to the people who are from Kampala. What kind of injustice is that? Really, what sort of injustice is that? Like these kids eat this bread on a daily. Then you'll be there looking at them. And surprisingly, these kids don't want bread. They want the leftover cassava, leftover potato, leftover banana. But I don't know why village. Okay, it is honorable. In the village, people don't feel like I should serve the visitor leftover food. They want to serve them bread. They feel it is prestigious. That's why sometimes if you're a visitor, you'll see them run to buy for you bread, even if it's their local bread. But now, honestly, that is okay. Why would you get bread from Kampala and serve it to the people who are from Kampala, who eat it daily? Now you watch these kids play with this bread, breaking it. They take one bite, play with it, break it to pieces. They pour that. When they are breaking that bread on your heart, eh? Omugati gwe Kampala gwesigaaliza ekitiibwa nze mbawulira. So ne baguzannyisa. When you're watching like this, in my head I'd be like, why did you give these kids bread when they do not know the value of this bread? Give it to these people who are yearning for it. People who don't eat on daily. Please, people who visit from Kampala and you go to the villages to visit. Mwefuge. Now obakuwa omugaati gugaana. If they give you bread and you see these kids, as in, why would you even serve different meals? In our home, it is not acceptable. What I'm telling you, it is true for some homes. You can't serve some people this and some people that. It should be uniform. In the case of a visitor, we have made a special thing that is not enough for all of us. You've given it to a visitor. At least you'll give a little to each and every one of us. But not that is going to create a segregation between kids. Like these ones are highly honored, these ones are not. For example, you won't believe me, but it's sometimes kids from Kampala who take porridge with sugar and others don't. That those ones are used. But you're creating a division between children. These things are common in African homes. You know what I'm talking about, huh? And if you know anyone who does this, send this video to them. Let my message reach them. So, do not segregate these things. If these people from Kampala have come with bread, give them and give everyone else. As in you people, why would you let them eat bread from Kampala alone when they're the ones who have brought it, when they even eat it daily? Like, why do you give heart attack to some kids? Why? And you people who also visit from Kampala, at least you carry bread from Kampala. You carry something. Huh? And so, just to let you know, if you had bread from Kampala, because my mom used to come to Kampala, like to Kusubula, to shop. She had shops like that really needed her to come to Kampala often. So she would carry bread often. And so this gave you commanding power. If you were playing with your fellow kids, of course, some of them don't usually eat bread. No more bread, not leave alone bread from Kampala on a daily. No, it's once in a while on occasions like Christmas or in parties, because some parties in our village they used to cut bread. So you have this commanding power when you are playing with your fellow kids. You'll be like, no, for you, if you don't want to play with me, you will not eat with me the bread my mom brought for me from Kampala. Hey, and you will see how you will be the chief. You'll be the queen of that game. I'm going to go to Kampala. You tell them, so and so do this for me. Help me wash. That is, you're telling maybe your neighbor's kids or your family friends. You're pushing them around to be like, so and so you wash for me my cups, you wash for me the utensils. When it's your turn to do the chores, to wash the utensils and all that, to be like, help me do this, help me do that. If you don't, I'll not give you the bread my mom brought for me from Kampala. Like, I wish I would get for you that expression. Not give you the bread my mom brought for us from Kampala. Like it's pride. Like it's not just bread found anywhere. So you will have all your things done right on time. Everyone will be your friend. Your friend. I feel these things we should not accuse some people that they are users, they're only friends with you when they want something. Some of these things start when we are kids. Huh? You find a kid only plays with you when you have bread from Kampala. The time you don't have it, they don't want to play with you. So You guys, that entirely is my story. But and should the bread have blue band or zester or jam? No, these other things, the zest and the jam were not so common, but in our home, of course, they were not so common in our home, but we knew them once in a while. If my mom finished her shopping and she had some little balance on her, she would buy those things, jam, zester, stuff like that. So we got to know those things. But blue band is a little common. So homes that had blue band, and not just on Christmas, but on a normal day you're eating bread with blue band, you were a good home. You were well to do. Yeah, so we often had blue band. My mom used to buy this big tin every time she came to Kampala. She would buy this big tin of 1 kg of blue band. But unfortunately, I don't know why I have a tiny one in my house. Tiny one. I think it got no more when I came to Kampala. It's like blue band became no more. So you were a notch higher if you had those things that go with bread. And sometimes if we don't have any of those, but we had the bread, what my mom would do, she would fry eggs and sandwich them with the bread, or toast the bread. Is it called toasting when you smear it with eggs and fry? Yeah, something like that. And so we would, if our friends, because we used to collect a lot of kids to come and play from our home. So having breakfast, you'd find that we are like 15 kids, 7, 15, like on a good day, even 20. So other kids would taste those strange things from our home and be like, these guys, for them, they are rich. Eating bread with eggs, eating bread with. You were rich, but honestly speaking, we were not rich. Our mom was just creative. Our mom was just creative around bread. So there is some holiday, went back home and they had opened a local bakery. It had tasty bread, even better than bread from Kampala. But bread from Kampala was still bread from Kampala with its own set of respect, honor, and all that. So we found this bakery. It was called Home Life Bread. It was tasty. Their bread was soft. Like we used to buy it on a daily. The small one was for 800 shillings. The big one was for 1,500. But these days, bread is that one. I'm telling you, these days is 5,000. It almost tripled. It is past triple. What went wrong? Anyway, so we ate that home life bread. But still, if mom went to Kampala and she knew, she used to praise this bread like crazy. And in our hearts were like, this one, I think doesn't, no longer wants to carry for us bread from Kampala. So she would test this bread like, oh, banange, unomogati, oh, this bread, oh. But the time she didn't carry bread from Kampala, like who? Because most cases when a parent comes back home, maybe from town, from work, you all run, hey, welcome back, mommy. Like all of you, even your friends, like 15 of you will jump on her, carry her things. That is how you welcome your parent back home. Carry her things to the house, whatever she has carried. Then you wait. You don't touch those things. You wait for her to open them and show you this. Maybe if she tells you open, okay? Yeah. If we the kids, we know we can open with the kids of the home, but I can't welcome my neighbor's pet mom, for example, my neighbor's mom, and then I open the things. Maybe them in the house they can't open. So you wait, you open them, but the first thing you're looking for are the wafers, the bread from Kampala, and chocolates. If those things are not there, why did she go to Kampala? Wastage of resources. I hope you had a good time. Kampala, yes, God is HTY. You guys, even right now, if you're working in Kampala, if you're married in Kampala, there is a special kind of respect they give you in your village. You know that. So please, so do all you do and try to keep Kampala clean. Try to keep Kampala safe. Be a responsible citizen while in Kampala. Okay? Do all legit things while in Kampala. So that Kampala sigaze ekitiibwa kyayo. Ate temugivumaganya bukyafu biki. I hope you got me. Remember to clean your phone screen to keep your skin clean and acne free. Because most of these problems come from such things. Cleaning pillowcases, phones, and hair. Keep good hairs, but mine is just wrapped up in the headband. But As you can see, I've been practicing those things often. I've always washed my pillows, but I was not good at cleaning my phone. So when I learned that, you can see my skin is getting clear. But I always had rash here. So before you ask us for our routines, do those things and life will be good for you, right? See you in the next video.